Aquarius. How are you guys doing? Welcome to those that are brand new. I am Patty, and I'm an empath that does intuitive tarot and also intuitive coaching along with life coaching, and that's all down below. So I welcome you. Please, I don't know what. Anyway, let's get started. This is for the Aquarians for September 28th through October 4th. And through this month, it's going to be crazy. October is going to be really crazy. But this is for the end of September through October 4th, 28th. Now, on the 29th, just so you know, we've got 5 planets in one little quadrant, and that's all in Virgo, and that doesn't happen usually very well often. That's a stellium, and usually there's 3 planets in a quadrant at one time, but because there's like different, if in case you don't know astrology very much, there's like they move in degrees, and so as they move in and out of a quadrant, but they're all in this quadrant. So the focus is on really being analytical, being honed in, being focused on one thing, because it's Virgo, and that's the way Virgo works. So really pay attention to that. 29th and 30th, 1st through the 3rd is a brand new moon. It's a full moon, harvest moon, and I will be sharing that with the reading that I'm going to be doing on the full moon and the retrograde for the 1st. I'll be doing that live on the 28th. So you can actually subscribe, hit the bell. You'll know when I'm on. It's going to be at 4 o'clock, but that's Pacific Standard Time. But if you hit the bell, it'll notify you when I'm on. And you can come on and ask questions, say hello. If you don't have any idea what it's all about, it's a good thing to pop into and see. Plus, it's going to tell you all kinds of energies, not only for your different, for all the signs, but all the energies that you might be realizing that's happening to other people as well, because it's crazy. So let's get going here. The 28th through the 1st, or through the 4th, excuse me. So we have Solitude is our first card out. And then let's see what other energies we have going on here. So Solitude, that's, I think that's actually probably a good thing. If you, oops, no, I'm not doing that. If solitude, everybody's like, oh man, we've been in solitude, we've been in quarantine, why do we have to do that again? It's just because I think solitude at the end of the month for Aquarians, it's a time to actually self-reflect. It's for all the signs, the end of the month is self-reflection, but also too, meaning mindful of who we're speaking with, how we're speaking. So if you're sort of not being a hermit, but being careful how you speak, how you interact, so we don't create animosity, we don't create bickering, because Mars right now, that's all Mars wants, is to fight, bicker, create anger, actually even get violent. So that's why I be really careful of my words and who I speak, and I really have to think about, even as an empath, my energies have been like, and it's like, okay, calm down. And it's really hard, even if you're experienced, it's really hard. So the first energy out, if you also look at the lighthouse, there is a very, very, very bright light right behind that light. And that is actually spirit coming through, making sure that you're lifting up and lifting yourself up, even when you are in solitude, making sure your positive thoughts, your light vibrations, your light energies are coming through, because right now I feel like somebody over there or somewhere in Aquarius land is being not too kind to themselves and very self-destructive, saying that they're not worth it. Why should I? Why do I give up hope? Why would I want to do that? I'm no good. I'm, ugly, or I'm stupid, or whatever. That's not good. So we have the Dragon's Lyre, and again, the Wizard of Awareness. I shuffle these like no tomorrow, and I do not know how these come up like this. I get them back to back sometimes. It's crazy. And I shuffle. Even before I meet you guys, I'm just shuffling just to get them all mixed up. So for those of you, so Solitude, and that's, like I said, what did I say? The end of the month is about self-awareness. we have to become more self-aware. Again, you've got two bright lights. You've got the bright light here, and then you've got the bright light here. I can't see the card. Bright light there. So the bright light is the divine, the light. Pay attention to what you're doing, keeping yourself lifted up. Again, we have the Dragon's Lair, which is the number 19, which is 10, which is 1, a new beginning. We have 4, some stability, new beginning with stability, and number 3, awareness, being awakened to some form of awareness. So let's see with the new beginning, with the Dragon Laird, what they have to say. For some of you, because it's in the upright. So we do, now remember, we're looking at our internal self, and we're looking at working on ourselves alone, maybe in meditation, maybe in prayer, quiet place, or whatever. And this is in the center. So this is what one of the things you should be focusing in on even more so now that you're doing those two things. So you have a remarkable internal warning system that lets you know when things are out of alignment. You're about to enter dangerous territory, so tread carefully and be aware of your surroundings. The path you're on now is one that will challenge you to the core. That said, peril is also exciting and exhilarating, like the danger you feel before you enter a new relationship. Woo! It's sort of a nervousness. Knowing that you'll be changed forever. A life lived fully isn't lived only in safety. So, you know, the more safe you are, the more chances you won't take, the more maybe you won't have a good adventurous life, let's say. So a new experience is calling to you, one that will test your courage. The choice is yours, but there is greater value in risk taking than remaining unchallenged. New territories are waiting to be discovered. Like I said, if you don't take a risk, you won't know. It may be something that you enjoy. For example, I, at the age of 19, just decided, well, not decided, I'd gone to Japan when I was 14, but I said I want to go live there someday. Age of 19, I knew somebody there, could have a job there. I said, you know what, I'm packing my bags, I'm going. Sort of like that, you know, just being aware of things. But this is also, too, a time that you're going to need to self-reflect in what you want to do. And with the quarantine and COVID and everything like that, this has given a lot of people a chance to, I call it a purging, a reset. That's what God's doing to our planet. He's purging and resetting because he does not like what he sees. He's done it before. He's going to do it again. But anyway, this is sort of where you are at in a phase of reevaluating and purging. And at the end of the month, this is just very typical with Mars and the planets, the way that they are, with all of them being in Virgo. It's all about focusing in on your wants, desires, your priorities, what's important to you, what your values are, and all that kind of stuff. That's where that's going to be. All right. Ooh. Ooh. And this might be the cause of why you're thinking about that. So we have the 10 of Swords. Something ended very quickly. It was very painful, ended very quickly, and it's made you think. Whew, I hate those. But it has a good message in it. It means that you're now thinking and evaluating. Again, back to the 3 oracles. You're evaluating, you're thinking. As painful as it was, there was a lesson in it. And also, too, it also brings you back to your awareness. It's sort of like I had a friend go through, they lost their friend in a death. And it's, why is it that death always brings us closer? Why isn't it that we can't be that close all the time? We lose that feeling of like anything could end any time slowly as time goes by. So we need to keep that, knowing that it can happen anytime. That, so we, as some of those songs go, you know, live the day like it's your last, you know, or live, what is it, that song, live like you're dying? We are dying, but, you know, live like it is your last day. Because these are the things that you want to focus in on. The things that are most important to you are not materialistic. They're not materialism. They're not anything to do with outside circumstances or anything. Yeah. So somebody felt really bonded, really like bound to whatever this was. So really tied to either a person or a thing. Could be an animal even. Very bonded, very tied. And almost to the point obsessed. So they lost themselves in whatever it was. And that's why the divine is having you focus in now on a priority. What is really your priority? Oops. What is your real priority? You could have sort of stepped away, but you didn't. And okay, thank you. Relationship. Somebody was more interested in it than the other person, and they kept telling them. I hate this. They're like somebody who's really interested in somebody and obsessed with somebody. Oh, I really like this person. I really, I'm into them. But the other person's like, yeah, I like you, but not in the same way. That kind of thing. And even though you were kept being told and told and told and told, and the person finally just like ghosted you, that's the feeling that I'm getting for somebody. And this is where if that's you really need to go into solitude and really, really become more aware, because that kind of need is not a healthy need. It's not a healthy need. It's something that, yeah. Whew, got dizzy on that one. I don't know who that's for. But I'm laughing because it showed up on the Geminis too. Gemini and Libras today. Must be popular. It's the wish card. What do you wish for? What do you want? What do you desire? This is at the end of the month too, when Mars is actually asking that. Really concentrate. What do you prioritize? What do you value in your life? What is it that you really want to do? This is Mars asking you. This is the divine asking you. What do you really want? It's time to manifest it. It's time to grow it. But you have to really know what you want specifically. Because if you ask the divine for something, I really need a new car. Can I please get I really need a new car. I really need to have one. My car is broken down. I really need a car to get to work. Be specific. I need a car that is maybe a brand new car. Do I need a new car that is new to me, like maybe 2005 to 2020? Do I need a 4-wheel drive? I need a 2-car. Now, you don't go and get unrealistic with the divine. He knows that you need transportation to get from A to B, but be specific. Be specific. Same with a house. Oh, I want a house. Okay. What kind of house? I can't just give you a house. Do you want a mansion? You want a 2-bedroom? You want a 1-bedroom? You want a yellow? You want a 2-story? You want a 1-story? I can go on and on and on because that's so true. I could give you witness after witness after witness of the things that I've asked for specifically that he's given me. And then I forget about it and I ask for something that isn't specific and I never get it. It's like, why isn't he given to me? Oh, yeah, I wasn't specific. And that's true. You might think it's poo-poo and you might think it's crazy, but I've witnessed it too many times. It's sort of like when you say words are powerful. They are very powerful. My daughter's learning that right now because I wish I could have this. And she'll be specific. I wish I could have this. And then she gets it. And she's like, well, why did I get that? Why do I have to have that? You asked for it. Yeah, you asked for it. This is asking. Words are powerful. You plant the seed. The Ace of I was going to say the Ace of Clubs. I'm playing cards. The Ace of Wands. You're asking for it. You're asking specifically that seed. What do you want? Do you even know what you want, is what I heard. Do you even know what you want? That's a time for this. Do you know what you want? Time to go sit on a beach, sit on a park, sit on a bench, no headphones, no music, no phones, sit in a car, no radio, no nothing, and just talk. People say, well, I don't know how to pray. I don't know how to meditate. You don't have to. Just talk. Do you think that spirits and everybody can't hear us? They're all over the place. This room is probably full. They can hear you. Trust me, I heard my mom talk to me, and we talked back and forth, and I was like, the first time I witnessed that, I was like, but I asked my mom before she passed away if there's any way that you can reach out to me, then could you please reach out to me and let me know that there is more to this life afterwards? Because we all question it. Is there really more life to this? And when she gave me a specific thing to do in her voice, and I was nervous to do it, call my aunt. I was like, nope. And she did that 3 times. Whenever the divine says 3 times, if you hear something 3 times, you better adhere, because he's telling you and he means business about that. And I did it 3 times. She came through, and I shook while I called my aunt. And she says, oh my gosh, you called. It was my birthday. And I was like, I didn't know it was your birthday. So then I told her the story about my mom's voice. And she goes, your mom has never missed, Teresa's never missed a birthday, ever. Never has she missed a birthday. And now she's not missing it from beyond. This is a 92-year-old lady saying that. She goes, I've seen Uncle Richard. Uncle Richard passed on. I could tell you story after story. I'm old. I got lots of them. Communication again. Here we go. Queen of Wands. Now, we had the Page of Swords I missed in between that. So with the Page of Swords, there is a communication. Somebody's looking towards the back a little bit too much, the past a little bit too much, needs to keep moving forwards. There is that message. Again, this is a message of truth. This is a message of communication. This is a message of making sure that you are communicating not only with yourself, the truth, but also with others. I feel like there's somebody out there not being their truthful self. They're faking it because they're just being whoever. Put it this way, you're a chameleon. I feel like somebody's a chameleon out there that whoever you're around, you'll play that part. That's not walking in the truth. There is a video I have in the spiritual growth about that, walking in the truth. That's not walking in the truth. And that's what I'm feeling right here for somebody. Somebody is not walking in the truth. Somebody is trying to manipulate a relationship that didn't work. They're too needy. And the other person was like, yeah, it started out really good, but you know what? She or he's gotten really needy, and you know what? I'm not into that. So there is somebody here that's not walking in the truth. Somebody is actually manipulating. If you're going to go date, don't manipulate it to get the person to go out with you. In fact, girls should not be chasing after guys. And that's not old school. This is just the way that men work, the way that women work. Men work to hunt, men work to chase, men work to get what they want and what they need. Women are actually the prize. So when you go chase after a man, you're not letting him do his human habits and his human instincts of what he needs to do. He needs to chase after. He needs to conquer. He needs to challenge. That kind of thing. So for somebody out there, I don't know who that's for. And that's why this ended for you. This ended for you. Whoever that is, dating or going out, and something ended. But there is something coming. So change your pattern, change your cycle. Do not chase after. Let them work for it. For you, not it. Too many diseases out there to do it so quickly and so easily. Too many. And those can be actually life-changing diseases that be with you the rest of your life. So be mindful of that. All right. All right. So let's see here. I don't know why I've really gone off, and I don't know why I've gone off on these, but you know what? The divine has me go off on these for a reason. All right, so we have the Two of Cups. Somebody is coming together. Somebody has got balance. See, now here we're talking about balance, working together, working back and forth, listening to each other, being in solitude, knowing what we want, knowing what we like, knowing how to help, you know, give and take, give and take. This is something that actually is coming up. Whatever this is that you want and whatever you're being aware of, this is something that you want, but it will be a give and take kind of situation. You have to know that it's going to be a give and take kind of situation. And if you keep looking at the past, you're not going to be able to get that balance because you're going to be so worried and comparing everything to the past, especially the good stuff. Oh, but it's not like Johnny. Johnny was so good to me. Yeah, well, you're going to miss out on this person if you keep going to the past. You gotta let go of the past. Past can't do nothing. Past can't do nothing, and you just need to keep moving forward. Manifest what you want. Manifest what you want. Manifest what you desire. Manifest and plant that seed. This is a good time at the end of the month. Plant the seed before the full moon. When the full moon comes in for those first 3 days, you're going to actually see some changes. The energies are going to change a little bit. Not too much because we got the Mars retrograde. I'm really tired of the Mars retrograde already. It's just like, hold on. If it isn't the Mercury retrograde, it's the Mars retrograde. Come on. But Mars retrograde is even more powerful than the Mercury because it's such a slow-moving planet. More slow, more power, more problems. I saw one. Or did I flip it back? I've been doing this a lot lately. My energies have been sort of off because of the retrograde. I've had to do a lot of calming techniques, a lot of breathing techniques. All right. Is that the same card that flipped? Let's see here. All right. Here we go. Yeah, Ace of Cups. See, you've got some offerings, some beautiful offerings. Ace of Cups, King of Pentacles. You're manifesting love. You're manifesting harvest. You're planning your future. You're actually working on something for the future. You're possibly thinking of some travel. Hey, we all should travel. You need a travel agent? Let me know. But no, I mean, this is something that you want to be planning. This is something that you really want to focus in on. Everything has to be planned. Everything has to be structured, but you got to be flexible because we have to live in the now, not the future. But this is what you're manifesting. You're manifesting your future. And you have to manifest it. You can possibly have somebody in on it, but not necessarily. So this might be a manifesting of just yourself. And this is okay because you know what? If you're in America, people need to learn how to do stuff by themselves. I lived in Japan for years and I do stuff by myself. I go to the movie. I go out to eat. I do whatever. It's okay to do it by yourself. Now in this day and age, some things you can't because you know what? It's pretty dangerous. So we have the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands. There's got to be some balance in your communication, planting those seeds. Don't sabotage because that you're balancing, you're throwing that away. Don't sabotage what you're doing right now. Keep thinking and focusing and going forward because at the end of the day, this is the most beautiful reward you can have. the Ten of Pentacles, because the Ten of Pentacles is all about not only the harvest, it's also about, and that's what the moon is. Remember, the harvest is the harvest moon coming on the 1st through the 3rd. We've got a full moon for the 3 days. That's the harvest. The harvest is about love, family, unconditional love, just everything all wrapped up in one bundle, finances and everything like that. What a beautiful ending. But you've got to focus in on yourself right now. I can't say that enough. Please focus in on yourself. Get some meditation time. Get some prayer time. Get some just whatever time you need by yourself, wherever it is. Even if you have to sit in the closet, shh, quiet. Put your headphones on and just sit in the dark and the quiet for a minute. You'll be surprised at how much you can actually just breathe and hear yourself and relax. So Aquarius, this is your reading for the week. I hope it was helpful. I don't know who this is all for. There's several energies here. Again, if you would subscribe, we always could have some new viewers. That would be great as a new channel. And hit the bell so you know that when I'm on to do the full moon and the retrograde for October 1st through the 15th. And bring a friend, share, like, please share and like. And I love comments. I love when people give me comments so that I can actually know how to grow and what you want to hear and what you don't want to hear. So that would be great. So until the 5th, or if I see you on the full moon, you can ask questions. It's going to be live, so you can ask questions, and we will see you then. Talk to you later. Bye, Aquarians.